What's up guys, it's Ren Creates, and Subjugations, I hope I'm saying that right, is finally out. I believe they promised this back in September, but we're getting it here in mid-October, but that's all good because I can finally bring you guys the content. So this video isn't going to be too in-depth, but it's going to give you a good understanding of what this is all about. So I'm going to go to the news just a bit, just to explain a few things to you. So it obviously started on the 18th, which was yesterday, but it was almost at the literally like a minute before the 19th. But anyways, Subjugations is basically where you're battling against giant cursed gods, but you're not battling to defeat them. Instead, you were battling to rank up and rack up as much damage as possible. And there is the 5 affinities, because you actually get to choose which one you want to battle and then build your subjection or subjugation decks around this affinity to combat it. So obviously you guys are going to want to make sure that you have the affinity that you're going to be using against it, or in a better term that you can actually understand, because that did not make any sense. Say you use light, you're going to want to be using, or you go against light, you're going to want to use dark against it, which is what I'm going to be doing in this video. So you can also do mock battles also, which is very nice. They don't consume stamina or any of your attempts, and basically that allows you to just try out your build or your deck against, well, a practice run of the actual game, but it won't give you any rewards in the end, obviously. But it's nice that it's there anyways, and the attempts always reset at midnight, which is nice. But you have your 3 waves, and each wave is going to switch out regardless of if your party members get knocked out or not, which is also nice. So you have a total of up to 9 characters. And then knockdown's interesting, because with knockdown, basically you have a knockdown meter, fills up, and then you get to actually go and fight, or just completely just hammer down as much damage against the opponent as possible, being the giant lord here. So it goes in this weird spear ball form, and it stops time, which is really cool. But unfortunately, your skill combo will be treated as 0 when you're actually in it. So unfortunately, you don't get any of those nice, sweet damage multiplier bonuses, but it's all good, because again, that allows you to get a lot of sick, sweet combos. And if you have the affinity advantage, more power to you. So then your score is based on these 3 aspects. The first is, of course, difficulty. The more difficult, the higher the bonus will be. Your survival bonus is if all of your characters survive by the end of the battle, and then your max combo bonus is the highest combo in the battle. The higher combo, the higher the bonus. And then we have some really nice rewards for trading, which I will show you guys right here. And also, when you do beat all 5 of the affinities, you'll get these nice little trophies or badges that will be in your key items, which is always nice. And every time you do win, you'll get like around 2 to, I believe, 5 of either of these elemental gems, depending on which one you decide to participate in. So I'm going to be doing the light. I did try fire earlier, but light, in my opinion, I've got a better chance against, since I have a lot of dark affinity weapons. So let's get right into this. So I'm going to do quest 2, which they recommend you have 250,000 suggestion total force. I have 282,463 for my versus light. I like to have subjugation decks built around each and every affinity, so that I know. I have, this is the only thing I want to cut and edit out in the video, but just so I have the ability, just so it's a bit easier for me to, like, okay, I want to go against light, I can pick the X light. If I want to go against dark, I'll pick the X dark. Fire, you know, I like to have builds for each and every one. Oh. Well, that's gonna be a problem. One thing that really sucks about subjugations is that even if you do beat or clear one of the courses, which I guess there really is no way you can, it's based off of how much you score, but anyways, you can only do each of these once, regardless of what difficulty you play it on. But it does reset at midnight, which is always nice, so I guess I have to go with Windy here. So I actually did go ahead and make an X-Wind build right here. The deck that just, again, I tried to get as much fire as I could, We do have a bit of dark, but it was again because I couldn't really find any better weapons. But one really cool, good advice you could take is if you guys actually do the events from the past, like the record events, they give you these 3-star weapons that actually usually have pretty good bonuses. And maybe if you went ahead to do them while they were out to get the extra free gems, you might have them lying around your inventory, maybe even maxed out. So they might actually not be a bad idea to use in these subjections or subjugations, which is awesome. But let's get into a rundown and start it up. We're gonna do wind, and you guys are gonna see why using the affinity that the curse god is weak against is so important, because it does crazy damage. Maybe not so much now since I don't have as much, well, total force as I did when I was going against light, but again, I like to have it on fast forward but not auto so that I can strategically set up a plan to do a good nice combo. Like I know Emil, his ability basically becomes more powerful with every combo, which is always nice. But you might not want to do that in the knockdown. You might want to do it when you have the damage multiplier. So we're just gonna try to get 2B and A2 to get as much damage. I've gotten over 1 million, or I think it was actually no, it wasn't a million. It was like over 1 billion actually, not 1 million, and that was really cool. Unfortunately, I didn't get on video because my recording got taken down, which really fucking sucked. But basically, we're gonna. Okay, so here's a knockdown. So you're gonna be able to get in some extra damage, but again, not a whole ton. But everything still does go up. Really? No? Okay, yeah, it does. Which is always nice. So just stay on top of it. Deals 100 damage when HP is under 50. So okay, we're gonna get in our Draco shot again. You're gonna want to make sure that you do use your companions that do have the advantage against the affinity you're going up against before you use any others. So that's why I like okay, but anyways, that's why I like to spread them out across my subjection decks or my wave decks within my subjugations. Well, within my subjugations, so it always is just a lot more convenient and strategic. But now we're going on to wave 2 here. I did have to sacrifice a bit of total force. Unfortunately, I didn't really have any other companions that were fire that were actually maxed out, so we're gonna have to just do with what we got here. But I think we will be okay. Again, I like to just prioritize the fire attacks or whatever the affinity is weak to, and just again, I usually just have my fillers, you could say, if you catch my drift. Stuff I just have to use just to have something there. Like Argo, I couldn't find anything better for him that would fit the fire affinity, so I just went with whatever else I had, and that's kind of what I had to do here with the companions as well. I didn't really have any really leveled up fire companions, so I just decided to keep my total force just so I'd have enough to pull through. And sometimes you gotta make that sacrifice, but again, there are ways to get around it, and I do understand some people just don't really have good pulls or aren't able to play the game as much, so they might not have complete builds, and that's okay, because again, you could technically get knocked out, all of your characters get knocked out, but I don't think that's very likely to happen, especially not on Quest 1, so you should be pretty okay. Looks like 2P's gonna be ending this off, so now we're on to wave 3, where we have Griff, Emil, and Akeha. And honestly, I can understand by wave 3 your build might not be the most powerful. I definitely have the lowest total force on it, because again, I'm just kind of using what I've got laying around. I'm actually using a lot of or at least for Emil, I'm using a lot of event weapons from record events, which I think is pretty okay, but okay, so we got a knockdown coming up. So I don't want to use Emil's ability, because Emil's ability is really good because it deals 260 damage once, dependent on combo length. So you will get the full attack when your combo length is long enough, which is always nice. Oh, you know what? It's trying to talk because we're getting closer and closer through progression, because this is the second quest. Wait, no, this isn't the second quest. What am I talking about? I thought it was for a second. Until I realized that, oh wait, I can only do one a day. Alright. But I do have quite a few of these abilities here. Come on, everybody, work together. Boom! Let's get as much damage as we can. As you can see, time is frozen. We have just a tad bit of time left in the how much? It's going down by time though. I think we've only got like 20 seconds to make some magic happen. Alright, here we go. Use our Wisdom Tide Assault from Heaven and Earth before it's all over. Romeo can go first. I think we might have just time for this. Yes, we do. Awesome. Looks like we got over 1 billion damage. Not bad at all. Our boy's looking really fucked up. You can tell by the antlers. The antlers. And there we go. If you want, you can do 5 subjections a day, 1 for each of the affinities, and really nice. We got 2 emeralds, 105 extra large weapon enhancements, 50 character enhancements, 160 subjugation battle coins, 15 small recoveries for stamina, and 3 gold coins. So not bad. Alright. I know this video was a bit all over the place, but I promise my next video, it's going to be a lot more in-depth. We're going to be talking about how you can make perfect subjugation decks so that you guys will be able to handle all of the affinities a lot easily. So make sure you subscribe for that video when it comes out. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you don't miss the video when it drops. Also, be sure to like the video if you got value from the content or enjoyed. And make sure to share this video with your Discord and all your friends. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I love all you guys. And peace out.